There's a whole you get too many etchies in you. You start to act up.
Second etchie's a felony, baby. Second etchie's a felony.
That's not your second one. That's the second one I've seen you since we started recording.
This is
that is your second one. So that's 6. You're 6 in.
No, these were halfies. They're halfies.
What happened to the first halfie? You drank that too, you
It's just a happy. You've been stacking halfies all day.
Quit anytime.
Hi, welcome to the Underwhelming podcast. This is the second time we restarted in 6 minutes because Eric likes to go super hard right out of the gate. Apparently, I didn't know that. But here, I guess I should expect that from the flavor of his fucking energy drinks.
I am 2 energy echelons in, so this is when you commit felonies.
How many echelons have you had today?
Legally, I can't say that.
That's a problem.
I can't disclose.
That is a problem.
It's at least 5.
I'm saying
I think we're on
6.
5.
No.
5 300 milligram energy drinks is insane.
Built different. Built different.
But for how long? That's jet fuel, baby, and you're burning bright and fast. Hang on, wait, don't say anything else.
I didn't say better.
We can't restart the podcast again.
Yeah, we can't.
We can't restart
Yeah, we had to restart this podcast twice already.
Did you guys turn my mic off?
We're gonna go ahead and
we both looked.
we're gonna put his podcast restarting events in the after show over on Pepperbox if you wanted to go see that over there. But yeah, welcome to Underwhelming.
Yeah, maybe not though. It's a real vibe killer.
Yeah, I mean, the podcast is called Underwhelming. You're on your 5th 300 milligram energy drink. You're not being very underwhelming. I feel very whelmed right now.
I'll calm down.
It's okay. We're gonna talk the whole way home.
On the way here,
like
Zach said, just be yourself.
I did not. I said be yourself and don't embarrass me in front of my Iowa friends.
I stopped listening after just be yourself.
My Iowa friends.
Yeah, that's in front of my Iowa friends, dude. It's a big deal here.
My bad.
It's okay.
It's okay.
So you guys want to talk about stuff?
Well, we were talking about some old military stories. Like we did log PT. That's an example of stuff we would do. It was actually kind of fun because it's hilarious doing group PT because there's always someone that's suffering the most. And if you can take energy from their pain, you can be like, at least I'm not Smith or Johnson, whatever their insert name here. That was fun. And we'd have to recite like Casevac 9 lines and things like that. SOPs. Those are like normal things we would do.
Gotcha. I'll stick to those stories. We used to do
but
that.
But a good barrack, I have a few good barrack stories. You want to hear one?
Yeah,
I also have some.
So it's a pretty family-friendly one. You're not going to like it.
There's not any brooms in it, is there?
There's no cleaning equipment whatsoever, right? So Eric's out. Eric's checked out, dude. All right, so at this time of doing the workup, we're about a month out from leaving, and Chrissy's pregnant with our first child. And so our barracks was like this. Alpha had one side, Charlie to the back, and then to the left, like on the parking lot side was Bravo and then Weapons. Weapons was a company of animals, like just absolute animals. Assaultmen, machine gunners, mortarmans, and snipers. They didn't even have rules. It was gnarly. And so we're cleaning as we're getting ready to leave to like do like pre-deployment leave and everything. So like everyone's stripping the barracks of everything. But Weapons, like literally people just wouldn't go there after dark. Like after colors, no one messed with them. It was like, you know, Mufasa's like, we go wherever the light touches. And there was never any light on the Weapons side. But it's the parking lot. And so my wife came up to like get me. And one of my friends, I'm not going to name him, was a mortarman. And they're just doing Jaeger bombs and shots and all sorts of everything that they can do. They're gambling. This is 2008. There's really good rap music playing. Like, you know, like guys are going off.
Up in the club by 50 cents. Dude, fucking playing. Schmitty's cleaning his 240, smoking a cigarette inside.
Not a shirt to be seen, not a woman to be found. Just perfect. Just guys living in the moment, dude. It's so, like, I go and I'm waiting for my wife to come pick me up. So I had like duty or something lame. And let's say his name's Smith. It's not his real name. He's like, "What's up, Bill? What's up?" I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "Watch this." And they were throwing their mattresses off the third deck balcony. And they were jumping off the third deck balcony onto the mattresses. And it's like 6:30. And so I was like, holy shit. So they're like combat rolling off the top of it. My wife pulls up in her car and she's like, hey, what's up? And she's like, oh, look, they're your friends. And she just sees him go, yeet. And he hits the thing, rolls, and she goes, oh my God, is he okay? And I'm like, get in the car. We got to get the fuck out of here. We got to go. She's like, why are they okay? We're leaving. We're leaving. We're not going to talk about this.
We don't care.
The MPs are around the corner. Trust me. It's like, in the club, X gonna give it to you. Just dudes just jumping off the balcony. That's a good barracks story. You hear that? No one got hurt. Somebody probably got a page 11. Nothing bad. All right.
I'll take notes. I'll take notes of
I
that.
can see you thinking of another uncomfortable story. I can see you thinking of even worse
wait,
stuff.
No one got.
You were an officer?
Yeah.
You want to hear what a shitbag I was?
Oh, I'd love that.
Bro, when I was at AIT, Fort Sam Houston, combat medic school.
Hell yeah.
I was like, I think I might have been the second iteration. I was going through right when they were switching from like normal barracks over to like dorm rooms. So it was two men to a dorm room. Hell no.
No?
No. I would have much rather been in a barracks because the barracks are the barracks and the brand new dorm rooms are the brand new dorm rooms and they're super anal about everything there.
That's true.
We weren't allowed to have any drinks other than water or any food in our rooms at all.
I love that about the military.
We got inspected every other fucking day and got our shit tore up every other day the entire time. And like at the time, I was a meathead that was working out every day for years at this point. Like I had a fucking PT score like 356. I got beat by one dude in the whole company.
Really?
Or the whole battalion.
Hell
yeah. Like I had top PT score. Like I was a meathead. I was like, I need protein shakes and fucking pre-workout because I'm working out after I get off at the end of the day.
Not much has changed.
Like 3 doors down, I had another guy the same way. Like one of my best friends at AIT, his name was Coffee. And we had a deal. I was like, all right, I'm going to get the protein. You're going to get the pre-workout. We're going to share. Then we worked out with each other every day, right? Me being the ultimate shitbag, I went to sick call one fucking time the entire time I was in the military. I went to sick call and was like, I'm a vegetarian and I feel like I can't recover enough. So I would like a profile to have protein shakes. And they're like, you can just have protein shakes, dipshit. And I was like, no, I can't because there's no food allowed in my barracks. But if you give me a profile, I can have it. And they fucking did it.
Promote ahead of Pierce. Promote ahead of Pierce.
I had a tub of protein with a fucking piece of scotch tape and the profile taped right fucking to it. Every time they walk through, you're not allowed to have fucking food in your barracks specialist, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you got the profile for it, homie. And every time they're like, you are not a vegetarian. You are 185 pounds with a 300 plus PT score. You're not a vegetarian. You're a piece of shit, but I respect it. Like I had one of them fucking give me the bump and he's like, this is epic. He took a picture of it. It was fucking hilarious.
Chestnut checkers, baby.
So that's how I got the protein. You can't get a profile for pre-workout.
Yeah, so what'd he do?
So Coffee, we had a dresser with 3 drawers. So, I mean, it's a big dresser drawer. Homie went and dropped like a couple $100 on like the nice Under Armour socks.
Yeah.
Just filled the drawer and like doing the Ranger baseball bat sock roll. Yeah. So it was literally an entire drawer of socks, 3 layers deep. And then one day, and he would get like the C4 or whatever, like the pre-workout sticks.
Yeah. And
he would just roll them up into the socks. And that's how he hit them, right? Because you open up the thing, you're not unrolling fucking 200 pairs of socks to look for shit. And it was fine. It worked for months. And then one day, there was a report that somebody had a gun or had bullets. So they tore our shit up.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were taking the fucking felt off the bottom of the lamps. Mm-hmm. They went through everything. And Coffee's room is 2 doors ahead of mine, so they go through his room first. I don't have anything. So I'm not worried about it. It's just annoying. And they go in Coffee's room and I'm like, oh shit, here's the thing. And they're pissed at this point. Like they're screaming at everybody. And they go in Coffee's room and they're in there. And I'm like standing outside my dorm room door at Parade Rest. And I just hear them going through the room and they're like, yelling at him, talking shit the whole time. They're frustrated. They're mad. And then I hear a dresser drawer slam open. And I just hear this E6 go, why don't you just tell me what's in all these fucking socks? And Coffee's like, pre-workout, Sergeant. What? Why is there pre-workout in your socks? He's like, we're not allowed to have food or anything in the barracks, and I like working out. He goes, you're a fucking idiot, and just walks out.
Another good barracks story. See, we left with laughs and not with frowns. Notes.
Those are two great examples. I'm perusing through all of my barracks stories of, see, the problem is the only time I went into the barracks was because someone fucked up.
Okay.
Like it was either things that I'm not allowed to talk about anymore, apparently, on this podcast, or drug use.
You just killed the vibe.
Don't be like, oh, we can't talk about sodomy here. Like, in the first 2 minutes of a YouTube video.
Apparently, Iowa's against sodomy.
Sorry, we had to be those guys.
Wish there was a list or something before I got here.
I mean, some things are kind of like social norms.
Sorry, okay, but
there's a whole you get too many etchies in you start to act up.
Second SG's a felony, baby. Second SG's a felony.
That's not your second one. That's the second one I've seen you since we started recording.
That
is your second one. So that's 6. You're 6 in.
No, these were halfies. They're halfies.
What happened to the first halfie? You drank that too, you fuck.
It's just a happy. You've been stacking halfies all day.
I can quit anytime. Fucking.
That's how good it is.
Getting high on my own supply over here.
Oh my god,
dude, the mango one's just so fucking good.
It is good.
The mango is all bullshit aside. It is incredibly good.
I can't stop.
It is incredibly good. Again, it won't be as good as my flavor, right?
Yeah,
Working on that.
That one's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in the works. It's in the works.
Cola.
I thought we were going to do the what is it? Level 4 bear for you.
Oh yeah.
Level 4
gummy bear.
I would like level 4 gummy bear. Trademark that. And or grape.
Grape.
Okay.
Yeah, that checks out with
a good grape would just go
Memphis
off,
grape.
Grape.
Memphis. I was just about to make a Memphis joke.
As soon as I said it, I was like, they're gonna hit. They're gonna pick up on it. Or maybe a fried bologna sandwich flavor. If that's on the table, who knows? If that's on the table, who knows?
All right, so I don't have a barrack story. I do have a profile story. I can give you a profile story.
All right.
So I was also a meathead in the Army, and I did not like running. And anyone in the Army knows that's all they want to do. And so as soon as I was out of my leadership role, I was like, fuck, I'm on staff. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. And for the most part, at the end of like platoon time and stuff, like I was a platoon leader for 18 months. Like I was salty. I'm like, fuck you. I'm doing what I want.
Yeah.
And so I had one of the companies write me a profile that said scoliosis. And it was
there he is.
It was no run whatsoever, only gym, PT. And I rode that thing out, and people would look at it. And I mean, I was an officer. They're just like, "Oh, you're on profile here, yeah, here, okay." They'll just look at the signature and the date, right? And I rode that thing out for so long, and then every now and then someone would check and be like, "You piece of shit," but that was my profile story, like very clean and easy. And I also just at that point was getting out of the Army, so did whatever I wanted anyways. And so like when I was on S3 times, so like in the shops, I was like the S3 because our battalion forward deployed, and I got to stay back because I was like, I'm not gonna go sit staff on deployment.
Woof.
Yeah, no, they were like, we need you to come deploy. I'm like, I'm getting out of the Army in 4 months. They're like, we'll send you back in 4 months. I'm like, no,
I
you
don't believe
won't. No, you will not.
Also, side note, what if I die? Like, what if
Yeah,
I'm
no one
there
was
for
dying
4
on
months
staff.
and everything explodes?
Yeah, no, but they're like, my battalion XO was like, I'll send you back in 4 months. And I'm like, sir, you're full of shit. He's like, you know too much.
You're right.
But so because I was on Rear D, I was just running all the S3, and the Army had just switched over to a new reporting system. And so I was the one who had to learn it. And my forward S3 was like, okay, didn't learn it ever. And so I would just do all of his reports for him. And then this was when I was getting out. And so I had started working for FitOps, and they brought me in to run their operations, and I was like consulting. But that was all at the time in Texas. And so I'm at Fort Campbell, and they'd be like, well, can you fly down for the weekend to help run this camp? And I'd be like, yeah, sure. So I would go down there and like run the camp. And that was happening like multiple times a month. And so at one point, my S3 had called me, and he's like, hey man, I need you to go do this. And it's like a Thursday. And I'm like, I can't do that until next week. He's like, no, this needs to get done today. And I'm like, sir, I cannot do that till next week. I'm not there. He's like, well, you better fucking get to base. Like, why are you not at work? Like, go get to base and go do this. I'm like, I'm in Texas. He's like, what the fuck? What do you mean you're in Texas? We don't need to talk about this, but I'll be back next week. I'm getting out of the Army. I got to take care of myself right now, but I'm taking care of you too. You're good, right? And he was a bro, and he was like, dude, like he didn't have a leg to stand on, but he was like, you're fucking walking the line. And so, we had a deal where I could disappear and then come back to work and be okay with, as long as I got my shit done. And that was like big Army rules. That's how it should be. But that was like my shitbag stories.
Dude, the last, when you're at the end of your contract and you don't have a job and all you got to do is check in, there's no higher level of freedom than seeing people in formation and like walking out at noon after playing Xbox 360 all day in the barracks being like, why is everybody yelling? Like, oh, somebody lost a weapon. That sucks. And then I just like walk back inside. I had like 90 days of that. It almost made me re-enlist being like, this is pretty chill.
Is this what it's like to be a warrant officer?
Yeah, is this what it's like to like not have deployments? This is pretty chill. Like,
The Army could be so much cooler.
just like running around not without a job, like just playing video games. It was awesome. Especially playing Modern Warfare. And then full circle moment, we were playing that last night.
It's true. Modern Warfare's went downhill.
It has.
It's got, this last one was better, but it was like, I like when Modern Warfare was like Army shit with like real rifles, and now it's like, pay $4.99 to be fucking Donatello.
You were a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm not going to not pay $4.99 to run around as Donatello.
That's so dumb. Purchase.
I mean, the graphics are insane.
Only an idiot would run around with Leonardo's swords to try and get a really cool kill. Purchase. It's great. I love it. It's a little big on your TV. I mean, I play on a PC like a normal person. On Nick's TV, the guns look to scale. Like, you're just like, you got like a lag to it. Oh, dude, but
TVs are so cheap now, by the way.
they are. They're dumb
It's
cheap.
insane.
They're dumb
When I was a
cheap.
kid, TVs, like flat screens, were expensive. When I bought the TV in my office, I walked into Walmart and I was like, what's the biggest TV you got? It's like 72 or 76 inch fucking TV. And I was like, this is going to be a lot of money, but it's going to be cool for my office.
Yeah.
That TV was $426.
That one?
That's
one.
insane.
A 4K 72 or 76 inch fucking TV, mass, $426.
That's like 4 dozens of eggs right there.
It's like 4 dozens of eggs. Hey, bro, things are getting better. Chill out, man. Don't do that right now.
America will use anything but the metric system. It's like 4 dozen eggs.
That's about right. For real? I can't believe that.
Yeah. TVs are crazy cheap now compared to like what we were used to.
Oh, no, I know. I paid, I think $1,200 for a 32-inch Vizio in 2008. That was my like post-deployment gift to myself. Everyone was like, get the plasma, get the this, get the that. And I was like, I don't know. Plasma seems weird, and I think they leak, and apparently they poisoned people. Like people would turn them on, and it was like looking like it was melting, like it just like slowly dissipated. But it cost way too much money for. It wasn't even a flat TV. It's just the front was flat, and the back wasn't as big as the rest of it. But when we finally moved, it almost threw up my back because it was so ridiculous. Now they're like that.
Yeah,
You're just like scared of anything
that's
touching
a picture.
them. It's sick though.
I think the world went to shit when video games quit using the 3-colored plug-in cables and switched to HDMI. I think that might be the moment where the whole
That was the turning
world went
point.
to shit. That exact moment.
That
right
and the
there.
CERN collider.
No, it was like it was that or Dale Earnhardt dying for sure. It was one of the two.
Dude, shout out. All right. How much do you know about the CERN collider stuff?
I mean, I've seen the conspiracy theories, the Mandela effect, and all the bullshit. Yeah.
Explain to him.
Yeah, I'm clueless here.
The CERN collider, they're like getting particles, trying to get them to fucking clash at whatever and running some experiment. And there's like a conspiracy theory that they pulled it off, but in doing so, they basically like shattered time or created like parallel universes or got a parallel universe and our universe to either switch places or to like slowly start colliding and merging together. And do you know what the Mandela effect is?
Vaguely.
This is like where
Wait, hang on.
supposedly the Mandela effect comes from. So like this is where
Bernstein.
like some people like for my whole childhood, it was the Berenstain Bears.
Mhm.
And like for other people, it's the Bernstein Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Chick-fil-A, I vividly remember being spelled with a K.
Yes.
This universe, there is no K in
It's
Chick-fil-A.
always-
and
'cause
there
it was
never
Wasn't there
has
like
been.
a Fruit of the Loom
Chick.
one as well?
There's a Fruit of the Loom one.
Yes.
Like there's all kinds of these like events where people are like, no, I vividly remember this thing. And like half the people remember it that way and half of them don't. So they're saying that's like the universe is clashing and that's the Mandela effect. And it's all because of the CERN collider or whatever.
Yeah.
It's literally the plot of Spider-Man Enter the Spider-Verse.
Mm.
Like the big machine that's spinning around and like all different Spider-Mans come together. But I remember Chick-fil-A because it was chick, like chicken,
Makes
filet.
sense.
And I'd be like, Chick-fil-A? It's a cool joke I would make because it's not a cool joke. Whatever. I'd be like, let's go to Chick-fil-A, whatever. But it was chick, not chic filet, Chick-fil-A. It happened.
You're gonna die on that.
No, there's like tons of other
That's
things
the
too.
hill.
Like
That's the hill.
I'm down the rabbit hole on that one. I don't know if I should talk about the other conspiracies I'm down the rabbit hole
Oh
on.
God. Is it going to upset me?
That's not going to upset you. Have you the Barron Trump things? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I thought I was one that told you about that.
No.
Oh.
Educate
ahead.
me on it. That's real, right?
So like back in the 1800s, there was a book about a guy named Baron Trump that was a time traveler that saved the world. And his mentor in the book, his name was Don. And so now there's like this whole conspiracy theory with all that. But like the crazy part with that
His uncle?
is his uncle.
Keep going.
So Nikola Tesla, after inventing alternating current, had all kinds of other experiments. And like there's rumors that he had an earthquake machine because he had like figured out the resonant frequency of the earth and he could make an earthquake. And he had a death beam and he figured out wireless power and all this crazy shit. And when Nikola Tesla died, he had supposedly like 26 banker's boxes full of documents of all of his research. So when he died, the government sent the FBI in to go confiscate it, or the NSA or whatever the fuck it was.
Whatever.
Some government law
Some
enforcement
government agency
agency
at the
got
time.
sent in to confiscate Nikola Tesla's documents and close out his laboratory. Allegedly, they only recovered like it was either 3 or 7 of
Yeah.
the 26 boxes. Right.
Mm.
Remember, he allegedly figured out time travel.
Okay.
I don't believe this, but this is a story. So he allegedly figured out time travel. He had 26 banker's boxes full of documents. The FBI guy gets sent there. The FBI guy allegedly only recovers like 3 or 7 of the boxes. Okay. Guess who the FBI guy was?
Yes.
I'm not going to be able to.
Donald Trump's uncle.
What are we doing? What are we doing, man? It's right here in front of us, and you're saying you don't believe it? There's no such thing as that many coincidences.
There's a lot of allegedlys in that story, though.
Donald Trump mentoring Barron Trump? Come on. That's not what do you think?
What?
What do you think? What do you really think?
Well, I mean, the simplest explanation is probably the easiest. I would go ahead and
Occam's razor.
I would go on a limb and say that old Don made a funny and thought it'd be funny if I named my kid Baron Trump after this book because it lines up perfectly. So he did that, and then his uncle thing is probably just a coincidence.
Probably just a coincidence. Or maybe time travel. Why? What do you think? So
Clearly,
one's
the obvious answer is time travel.
One's a funny, one's a goof. Like Eric's story earlier, a goof, right? A little oopsie. The other one's just a weird coincidence that Uncle Trump gets a bunch of time travel boxes and they go missing because they say Tesla invented basically everything we use in modern technology this day, right?
I don't know that anybody's
Wi-Fi,
ever said
time
that.
travel, like all sorts of
Wi-Fi,
he
time travel.
Dude, he had it
Everything
all,
we use
dude.
nowadays.
Everything we use today, time travel,
No,
Time
like
travel's number
wireless
2.
internet.
no Wi-Fi, all the stuff, and that the way it was explained to me was that the boxes were like all these like fully fleshed out ideas. He just didn't have time to make them.
You got to understand that by holding up a sign for a living, Zach has to hang out with other guys who hold up a sign for a living, and these are the stories they tell.
You're just, dude. You think it's just a coincidence that a book
Schizophrenia is
written
a
in the
hell of a drug.
1800s talks about Don and Baron Trump?
I believe anything Nick tells me, and he told me it's a coincidence.
Are there any conspiracy theories that you're like, that's
None that he can
That's
talk
true.
about on this.
like any at all?
There's things that were like previously conspiracy theories that have been proven true.
Like what?
There's all kinds of fucked up shit the government's done.
I'm not talking about stuff we've done to help people with democracy, but like,
No, I'm not even talking about shit like that. Like the government, like the Tuskegee experiments were horrible. Nobody would have believed that when you
Horrible,
told
yeah.
them. Like that's awful. I believe there was another case. I think it was the U.S. government where like a 26-year-old went in with a fucking broken arm, and they were like, "Fuck it, let's inject this guy with a pellet of uranium."
what?
And just gave him like fucking mega cancer and killed him. There's all kinds of crazy shit the government's done like that.
I don't know if I'm ready for these type of conversations.
Have you heard the new one that's out now where we live in a black hole?
No.
I wanted your take on it.
What is it?
There's a new theory that our universe actually exists in a black hole. And it mathematically, it's actually gaining traction because it aligns with a lot of like mathematical principles. But it defies stuff like I think it's some of Newton's laws or whatnot. I'm not well versed enough.
Yeah.
But my brother-in-law was like going off on this. And he's like, we live in a black hole. The universe is in a black hole. Nothing else exists. And I'm like,
That's
I
all
like how smart people just get together and just fucking make shit up.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, that's why we can't find life.
ultimately, guess what? If we do, put that shit on CNN. Guess what changes? Nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give like Pluto's not a planet. We changed our mind. Fuck, fine. No, never mind. It is a planet.
That
now
one still hurts,
Now it's
dude.
a
That one
dwarf
still
planet.
hurts.
It's like fuck. Is Pluto a planet or not? Smart guys. Like, why are we?
If we
Why
want to
does
talk
this
about
matter?
stuff that really ruined everything, when they took Pluto away from us, I think
still
that
hung
was a
up on
turning
that?
point. That was a turning point for me.
Yeah. That was your moment.
That was the one.
That was the moment that radicalized you. Enough's enough.
Listen, guys, we gotta stop changing shit.
Dude.
Pluto.
The Pluto, you're like Jerry and Rick and Morty when he goes to Pluto. So the black hole theory, I've never heard that, but I guess they're saying that's why there's no life anywhere, that we can't find life.
Well,
That would make sense.
it was like
Under
it was
the
a
theory.
joke of a theory previously, but now what happened was one of the telescopes recently reached out further than we have before.
I bet. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And now like scientists are actually taking this theory that they used to laugh at seriously because now they're like, well, the math is there and it's supported now by this new data.
Data that they gave to us, huh?
But
Who's checking that data?
kind of like where Nick is because I'm like, are we supposed to freak out about this? How does this change anything?
You know, Call me old-fashioned. Call me old-fashioned. I feel like we got a lot of problems here right now. I'm not worried about the black hole situation, right? I'm worried about group chats. You know what I'm saying? Like we've got issues right now.
We got real life issues.
We got real life non-black hole related issues that I would like a little. Can we turn some scientist attention to that? How about fossil fuels? Eventually, that's going to be a problem. All right, we're running out of dinosaur juice, and I don't see any more dinosaurs lining up. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen the wind farms here. They've got like a 50% success rate. So, like, it is not going well. I don't want to hear some fucking nerds are talking about, is this a black hole or not? I want some dino bones ground up immediately.
Look, you want to talk conspiracy theories. All I'm saying.
All I'm saying.
I vividly remember we were all talking about, let's see them aliens.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers were lining up outside of Area 51.
Yeah.
Getting ready. Have you seen the picture of the government PowerPoint of some E4 sitting in front of like colonels and generals explaining what a Naruto run is? And he's got a picture of the fucking Naruto run.
Yeah.
And he's explaining to these high up officers what it is. Because that's what they're talking about with the raid Area 51 thing. Do you remember that?
No.
2019, there was a Facebook group created.
Yeah,
it was just like, we're going to raid Area 51 on this date at this time. Show up here.
I do remember that.
Let's see them aliens.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, supposedly a fucking bat fucked a pig in China. And now I'm not allowed to leave my house for a fucking year. Get the fuck out of here.
Coincidence? I think not. I think not.
What does that have to do with Naruto?
Huh? Because that was like how they were saying they were gonna storm. They were all gonna Naruto run in at the same time and scale the fence. So some E4 is having to explain what a Naruto run is. What is the military fucking logistics of this maneuver?
I mean, honestly, when you think about it, super hella hard to shoot, right? That kid's gonna zig and zag a lot.
His arms aren't moving. It's hard to tell when he's gonna shift his weight.
We might start implementing that. I'm up, I see me, I'm down. Just kids in the Yeah. Again, black hole. Maybe. We need more dino bones. Okay. We've got a new Jurassic Park for like the 700th time.
Zach, I can't believe you think dinosaurs are real.
I don't know. I've never seen one. I've never seen one, but I don't like the things I see. I saw like the other day someone
couldn't make space.
Someone, you haven't seen one either, dude. You've seen bones. You like show up at a dinner and you've seen what's after dinner. You don't know if they fucking ate dinner. You just know someone had a dinner. You don't know anything. There's just bones. I don't know. It's fake. It's all fake to drive.
How do you feel about woolly mammoths?
I don't like it because I saw they're cloning woolly mammoths. All right.
I don't like them.
I don't like it.
I don't like my elephants hairy.
I don't think about that. A hairy elephant has no enemies.
What is it,
like
French?
nature, he has no enemies. He's an apex predator. Like, that means he can go anywhere. He's somewhere when it's cold. He's somewhere when it's hot. He can move around.
Do you believe they existed or no?
Dude.
You see Ice Age? Of course
I'm
they're
gonna
real.
push this back in time. I want to find
No, I know they existed, but I don't like
saber-toothed tigers.
Yeah, they found one in
No
Nashville.
dinosaurs.
No, I do believe in
Where are we
dinosaurs.
drawing the line?
I do believe in dinosaurs.
Unicorns.
I totally believe in dinosaurs. Thank you for sponsoring this episode, OPEC.
Yeah, Big Paleo.
Big Paleo.
Our number one sponsor.
Our number one sponsor, Big Paleo. No.
This episode is brought to you by the Smithsonian.
You mean where they break all the Sasquatch skulls? You want to go down that road? You want to go down that road? The giant skulls? I was in a country in 2008 where the literacy rate is so low, it's described as one of the most dangerous epidemics in the modern era. They couldn't speak to each other, but the one thing they told us, they're like, don't fucking go out at night. There's giants in them hills. And I'm like, for real? And they're like, yeah, dude, there's giants out there. I swear to God. They didn't know what country they were in. They couldn't identify their flag. I once bagged and tagged a guy because he was trying to get too close to the president. And I was like, dude, we're guarding your president. And he's like, bro, what the fuck's the president? He had no idea, but he fucking knew about the giants in the north. I'm telling you.
You expect me to believe that Marines deployed to that part of the world where there's allegedly giants for
they were in the north
for more than a decade, several decades.
Yeah.
And not one of you guys tried to fuck one. This is why I don't believe it.
You have solid points.
Myth busted.
I yield my time.
Myth busted.
I'm telling you. Here's the woolly mammoth thing. I got to go back to the woolly mammoth thing. They're real, but I saw a thing recently where some guy took some woolly mammoth DNA and he's like, let's clone it into mice. And he made woolly mammoth mice, phase 1 of woolly mammoths. Here's the problem with the woolly mammoth epidemic. We don't have a predator for the woolly mammoth. So there's some scientist somewhere taking that pangolin that somehow fucked that pig you were talking about and locked us up. They're now making woolly mammoths, and I don't know how we're going to fight them, Nick. I don't know. Maybe
Brother
they
in
ate
Christ,
6.
we are the apex predator.
I'm scared. I'm scared of a world where I wake up and there's woolly mammoths in Iowa. That's all I'm going to say.
Dude, every time I open up social media and it's just one of those posts where it's like, scientists have cloned a dinosaur.
Stop.
I'm like,
Stop.
no, at this point, I'm like, man, just fucking do it.
No, stop.
Let's live in Jurassic Park.
No, stop. I've seen it. Chris Pratt's not going to show up on a motorcycle. He's busy.
I just want to stop at like, what are those? They're the little tiny dinosaurs with the long necks that like nip at you. They're like little dinosaur rats.
The one I did.
Is that the one with the neck that goes like that killed Newman from Seinfeld?
They're like
Not the Hawk
like
Tua.
in the Jurassic Park video games, they're like the level 1 fucking dinosaur that you got to shoot with the pistol. Like they're like this big. They run around like little tiny ostriches.
Yeah.
Like I want them to bring those back and then just ditch it. I just want those, thin out the herd. Well, I mean, let's face it, like if you get taken out by fucking 15 of those things, like it was time to go anyways. You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm saying.
A bunch of lawn lizards take you out, dude. That's on you, man. That's on you.
I'm with that. It's the dinosaurs that are like, should we bring back velociraptors?
Yeah,
No.
imagine what velociraptors would do to the Midwest. Just ripping through cornfields, making people disappear. It's a wrap. And then woolly mammoths? I don't know. I just think the idea of a hairy elephant just scares the shit out of me.
Got a real fear of woolly mammoths over there.
You were just talking about last episode where you were the fucking rhino whisperer, petting rhinos.
I don't know if that carries over to woolly mammoths.
Have you tried elephants? I feel like there's a gateway there.
They might. Maybe they talk. Maybe there's some cross-pollination in the rhino community and the elephant community.
Gnarliest death video I've ever seen was an elephant.
Was it like, is it one of those like raids in India?
No, it was like in Thailand. And this dude's like being a dick to this elephant, like whipping it, just being a prick.
Yeah.
And the elephant just finally has enough, grabs him with his trunk, lifts him like 8 feet in the air and just slams him on the ground. And dude lands sitting with his feet out in front of him with his back to the elephant. And the elephant takes one leg on the mid of his back and just folds him over and puts all of his weight. And you just see him squish. My God. And then he brings the other foot and just kind of like, you know how cats like need your back?
Yeah.
He does that on this dude and just...
He made bread?
Bro, dude was gone. And some other dude, like Thailand dude, walks up and is just like...
Where does this video exist? So
Now
I saw it on X.
Where not to look.
I saw it on X.
Now
was
imagine that,
brutal.
but hairy.
Way worse.
And I'm pretty sure they're bigger too.
Like that, but like you have lint on you.
Yeah, and they're way bigger. I've seen a few of them like where like, so they still follow their like same migration patterns since forever. And like people have like farms, but I've seen them like kill farmers as like a herd of elephants just like walk through fields in India, and guys are like trying to like stop them and then just take their trunks and just fling them against trees and stuff like rag dolls. I've never seen anything like that though.
Have you
Not
guys
an
ever
intentional squish.
Have you guys ever seen the videos? My son was really into like, can an elephant beat a rhino? And then it just went from there. But
These
there's
are the
like tons of
important
videos on
questions,
YouTube of like,
Well, hang on.
who would win in a fight? A T-Rex or a woolly mammoth?
Woolly mammoth.
The T-Rex. What are we talking about here?
I think the woolly mammoth.
No.
The woolly mammoth.
What's the weight difference here?
Well, so there's different
Woolly
levels
mammoths
of
are
this, but
actually like
they're
double
bigger than
elephant
elephants,
size.
yeah. And there's
That's
also
what I'm saying.
there's also like elephant
sleeping on
woolly
woolly
mammoths
mammoth.
that are like the biggest that ever existed that dwarf. Like they haven't been telling us the truth about the dinosaurs because like a triceratops
There we go.
is realistically slightly bigger than a T-Rex. Like
Okay.
Triceratops and T-Rex, that's a good fight. I've seen the YouTube video. Just saying. But so we went down a rabbit hole for like a week where every morning my son would be like, Dad,
show me some death.
who would win in
Yeah.
a fight? A T-Rex or name this obscure animal? and it exists on
You know
YouTube.
what? Fuck it. We're here. What's your favorite dinosaur?
Favorite dinosaur?
Yeah.
I can't think of its name right now.
What's it look like?
It's the armadillo one.
Ankylosaurus.
Is that what it's called?
The little up armored guy with the fucking baseball bat for a tail.
Yep.
That's my favorite dinosaur.
Hell yeah, dude.
There's nothing better than just little armored tank on the ground running around stubbing T-Rex toes, telling him to fuck off. It's
It
my
literally
favorite.
is like an MRAP with like its own battery
You guys
RAM.
just fist bumped on an Ankylosaurus.
Dude,
What's your favorite dinosaur?
It can't even be eaten. They said that the ones would try to eat it, but it's got like spikes in its own body armor. It's
Dude, I'll pull up a YouTube video right now.
dude, I guarantee it would fuck up your woolly mammoth, dude.
You're gonna stub that woolly mammoth's toe. It's game over.
Don't say something dumb.
No,
Don't say something
dude,
dumb.
I grew up on Jurassic Park. It's a T-Rex.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
That's like the McDonald's
It's
of
the vanilla
dinosaurs,
of
dude.
dinosaurs, I know, but he's the king of the dinosaur jungle for a reason,
It's the
okay?
most basic bitch shit.
It
you
is
could have
not the
possibly
king
said.
of the jungle, dude.
He's the king of the dinosaur
If you
jungle.
were a woman, you'd be wearing fucking Ugg boots and skinny jeans
I'm
that are pre-worn
sipping my
out
Frappuccino.
with a fucking scarf and a stupid fucking hat.
I hate that you said
Oh,
this.
I'm so cool. I like Ankylosaurus. Overrated.
That would have been a way cooler thing to say.
Yeah.
You guys
It's
are,
literally a tank. It can't be eaten.
no, they're not that cool. I'm
It
sorry.
had a huge tail and
You
it would
should
just
throw up a poll. You're wrong.
throw up a pole.
You heard it. Put it in the comment section.
What's your favorite dinosaur? And it better not be a T-Rex. I'm so embarrassed right now. I wish you hadn't done this.
Just get out. Just leave.
Though I have to say, pterodactyl would have been pretty sick. But they're like kind of a pain too, but all around
See,
the armor one.
Land Before Time ruined pterodactyls for me. They just come off weak.
Yeah. Ducky.
Ducky. No,
Yeah.
Ducky. The Petrie.
Was that Petrie?
Ducky was the
I can't remember.
Marasaura or whatever it's called.
I can't remember.
I'm telling you.
Who was your favorite, your first animated and female crush?
Now we're talking. Take a moment.
Go to Zach first because I already know.
No,
his.
we've already
mine
had
are on
this
wax.
conversation.
Mine are on wax.
Mine's Chell from Road to El Dorado.
Which explains a lot.
It
Animated
does.
female crush.
I have like tears. Let me give you some examples.
You're gonna say like fucking olive oil from Popeye or something.
Yeah, you
dumb.
would say something lame like that, dude.
No.
Let me give you an example of like a cool guy answer. What's her name from Atlantis?
Yeah, what's her name from Atlantis?
Right?
Yeah.
Milo's girlfriend?
She's
Show.
into crystals, so you know she's gonna be a pain in the ass, but great in bed.
She's gonna be really boring at dinner, but
Really
who
into
cares?
astrology.
That movie is so fucking hilarious to
I
me.
really want to watch it again.
Oh my God, nerdy guy that was shoveling coal into the basement of a museum. You want to stay in the underground paradise where they have an infinite power source and you're surrounded by hot bitches all the time? Why on earth would you want to do that?
Yes. 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 Yes, please. Another example.
Your dad passed away trying to find the long lost land of hot crystal bitches, and now you finally found it, and you don't want to leave and go back?
No, I don't
How
want to go back
strange.
to shitty New York City during this steampunk time.
Yeah. What Dexter's mom? What are we talking
Dexter's
about here?
mom.
I didn't watch
Miss
that.
Miss
Incredible?
Incredible. Come on, dude.
Miss Incredible is down the line. I'm trying to think of childhood, like
Jessica
young.
Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit. That's a good one.
Jessica Rabbit. Oh, Vavon.
I mean, that's almost a freebie though.
That's a freebie.
That's a freebie.
Like, there's nothing where you're just like doing your thing. You're like, bah, 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 I'm here.
I mean,
and then all of a sudden you
I'm
go,
gonna set
whoa.
the scene here though. I grew up in the 90s and I didn't have cable, so
I got
there
one.
wasn't much cartoon going on. I was watching MASH at night.
I got one. Lola Bunny.
Yeah, that's
In
a good
Space
one.
Jam.
Space Jam, Lola Bunny.
Lola Bunny. Wait, not the new one.
You got to think for rabbits, my guy.
Not the thing for new one. Do I? Not important. The 1996 Space Jam.
Oh yeah. Call me sweetheart one more time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Is that it? Is that your one?
I'll go Lola Bunny.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
I was thinking of
wow.
like TV shows. I'm like, well, The Simpsons,
there's all-
but I mean, there's some
Yeah,
offers of Marge where
Marge's
you're like
sisters.
Thelma
Yeah.
and Louise.
You like ashes in your eggs?
Oh, that hit too close to home. Reminded me of my family now.
New kink unlocked.
Like, man, they remind me.
Dude, but it was such a good time for like just every form of entertainment that like there's no equivalent to that stuff now. Like one of the greatest movies of all time. So many good lines, so many good actors. Heavyweights.
Heavyweights is so fucking funny.
I can watch it to this day.
It's one of the most underrated movies of all time.
Slept on at the
Lunch
highest
has
level.
been canceled due to lack of hustle. Deal with it.
Buddy! My name's Tony Burgess. I did it all from the ground up and a small investment for my dad, Tony Perkins Sr., the lighting fixture king. Like it's just bar after bar after bar. And I was chubby and awkward and I identified way too much. I was literally like, oh man.
I love that it's literally the same character that he plays in Dodgeball.
Yes.
It's the same guy.
I think it might be a same thing, right?
The same universe. It wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me. Dodgeball is
Oh my God. Is
So
it?
good.
What's his name in
Globo
Dodgeball?
Jim, because we're better than you. And we
And
know,
we know
it.
it.
Yeah. It is the exact same guy.
It's the same guy. He's got the same haircut. It's the same character. It's got to be the same universe.
Dude, Ben Stiller. But like Heavyweights that's like one of the greatest movies ever. You can watch it now, still perfect. Nothing really bad about it that I remember.
I feel like
hopefully.
80s and 90s movies were just
Fucking infinitely better.
pristine.
Just infinitely better.
And then it's just been
The Indiana Joneses, bro.
Yeah.
Junior. The Last Crusade,
Yeah.
Junior.
I tried to get my boys to watch Indiana Jones.
They didn't want to do it.
Nothing.
I didn't want to say this. Get rid of them.
Get rid of them. Listen,
Get rid of them.
my youngest loves Star Wars, and I only show
Okay.
him the originals.
Okay.
He's all about it. And so I'm really riding that. Then maybe give him a year or two. He'll be like 5, 6.
Give him another year and then show him Padme. Be like, how's that make you feel?
We're going to revisit Indiana
Have you
Jones.
seen the meme of it's the second one, Attack of the Clones, where he's like standing behind her with his hands on his shoulder, and it's like I'd go crazy too if I lost her. like everything about Anakin makes sense to me. Like I get it.
Dude, he's hardcore too. He'll get into arguments with adults. This little 4-year-old, he's literally just turned 4. He's 3, and he was arguing with my brother-in-law's girlfriend last week about Star Wars. He's like, no, that's not what happened. I'm like, dude,
Nice.
I'm so proud of you.
So proud of you. Also, don't argue with my son.
He knows what he's talking about.
He knows what he's talking about.
He's
You
like,
need,
I've seen it so many times.
you need to fix your stuff, dude. I don't like the way you're talking to my boy.
I didn't realize that there was like an entire fucking Reddit movement trying to convince everybody they enjoyed Starship Troopers wrong.
What's the wrong part?
Apparently, the director who didn't read the fucking book and also apparently doesn't understand what fascism is made the entire movie as a satire of fascism. And that's why they have the scary dress uniforms and like the propaganda and shit. So like there's a bunch of fucking communist, well-educated college kids that are like, actually the bugs are the good guys are the indigenous people. And the when they threw the meteor at Buenos Aires, it was a false flag event to go colonize the universe. And it's bad and it's making fun of you guys like you're Nazis. And it's like, you realize that you're siding with the space bugs right now, the space spiders.
This is the hill you want to die on?
Like, this is not going to go well for you. It's like the entire movie's fascism. Like, oh, really? Really? When the fucking leader of the world fucked up and goes, wow, I made a horrible decision. I'm going to step down now and let somebody else take charge. Is that what fascist dictators do?
Not traditionally, no.
No.
And we all root for Darth Vader in Star Wars, right? He's trying to bring stability to the galaxy. No. Oh,
Execute Order 66. I mean, he's just trying to balance the force, dude. It's a complicated situation.
He's
The
dealing
midichlorians.
with a guerrilla insurgency. What?
When you think about it,
I'm just saying.
he had no choice. Really dark. The last movie's really dark when he walks in with the Padawans, like, what's going on?
Kids never stood a chance.
They never stood a chance. They didn't even try. Yoda was, that's why he was upset. That's what he felt. He's like, my Padawans didn't even try. Not one of them tried.
Bunch of dudes running around in sandals. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Where were the adults? There's just a room full of children with lightsabers. That's such a dangerous thing. They're like imagine like your boys with lightsabers when we're not around. Like we come in or like Mushu's like just in half, and they're like, we don't know what happened.
It's the equivalent of leaving them in this room. Here's some ammo. Figure it out.
It wasn't us. They got a lot of stuff wrong.
My favorite part of like the Star Wars nerd lore, like from the books, is the fucking Mandalorians were fucking up the Jedis.
Yes.
Because they had laser shotguns. And they're like, oh, you can block laser beams with your lightsaber. Cool. Block fucking 18 at once, nerd.
Yeah.
And just smoking Jedis.
Which is why they took them out.
They had to outlaw shotguns in the Star Wars universe.
Yep. I hope the next season of The Mandalorian is actually good. It has so much potential.
There's never been a greater comparison, just like combat in World War II.
Yeah.
Parlay this, nerd.
I mean, Star Wars, I loved it. I loved it when episode 1 came out. I remember it. Episode 2.
You want to talk about conspiracy theories?
Episode 3, tell me more.
My favorite conspiracy theory is that Jar Jar Binks is actually the main bad guy.
Whoa.
I'm listening.
Because
like he's a plant?
Every Jedi has a different like fighting style, and that fighting style is based off a different type of kung fu. Because there's like tiger, praying mantis, monkey, all these different styles. And every Jedi has like a style modeled after a style of kung fu. So the argument or the conspiracy theory is that Jar Jar Binks is drunken fist kung fu, where he pretends to be a fucking idiot all the time.
Oh my God.
But everything he does, like even in the battle scene where he's like, oh, I'm falling down and I'm accidentally killing people and taking out entire tanks and wiping out a whole battalion by myself by being a lucky idiot all the time. And so he's a master of drunken fist. And then like whenever the chancellor is like addressing the government, Jar Jar Binks is behind him, like with his hands like this, and being like he's controlling the chancellor. And every time there's like a bad cutscene, Jar Jar is always like in the background, like mumbling with his lips and doing some shit. So there's like a big conspiracy theory that like he's actually the Emperor's boss and he's the main bad guy.
I've heard this and
Darth Jar Jar.
I like it.
I mean, he's the only character in the movie that, like, remember when they first meet him?
Yeah.
And he takes him to the pond where he lives?
Yeah.
And he's like the only character in the movie where he casually jumps 20 feet in the air, does a quadruple backflip into a perfect dive. And you're like, oh, that guy's not using the Force.
But every other time they jump, they
Every
are using the
time
Force.
somebody else jumps 18 feet in the air and does some acrobatic shit, they're like, that motherfucker's using the Force.
And if I remember correctly, for the dive, he like holds. He's like, oh my God, I need you to send me these subreddits so I can get in there and have a few conversations. Man, I thought you were only on Reddit to see how much people hated you. I didn't know you found. I didn't know you found good stuff on there.
They love me.
They definitely feel something about you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you not liked on Reddit?
No.
I can't see why.
Big no. Because Nick's like, people should have free will and we don't need the government to control everything.
The fascist electrician.
Yeah.
Because I don't like communism. God forbid.
We just haven't tried it.
I don't think it's not. It sounds like you're just misunderstood.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I was just. That's all I had, really.
We just haven't done it right yet, Nick.
Yeah.
I've yet to come across a communist that's actually taken the time to read Das Kapital.
Maybe you'll just age well. You're ahead of your time.
It is interesting that everyone who wants communism lives in a place that doesn't have it.
I've never heard any stories or met anybody who risks their life to escape capitalism.
Yeah.
Most of the time when you're sucking dick at capitalism, you just like kind of hang around and bitch about it and eat free food.
I mean,
yeah. And then you hear stories, people from like Cuba or like any country that has communism. They're like, it fucking sucks. They give you a certain amount of food. That's all you get. You can't buy more.
yeah.
Oh, really? Yes. It's not great. It's not what you think. That's why they're literally creating like rafts just to get here.
That's why they try and keep you
No,
in.
but you don't understand. My college professor that's literally spent his entire life in academia and never had a real job in his entire life says it's a good idea because he would know.
Clearly.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, doesn't know.
Lots of things sound good in theory.
Did I ever tell, that reminds me, did I ever tell you the college professor story?
No.
The first day back to college?
No.
Okay, I'll tell that story now. It's okay. All right, so I just got back like 2011. Was when I was on terminal. I had some terminal time, but I started back school January 2011. And I left high school in 2006. I did a semester University of Memphis. Got a 1.67. I don't want to brag, but I kind of fumbled. All right. I thought I withdrew. I didn't know. Like no one in my family had ever gone to college, so I didn't know any of that stuff. And I go in there and I'm like, I've got my haircut and I've got my bag and it's like I'd escaped time. Like all the clothes I had that were civilian were 2008.
You were single strapping it, everyone else was double strapping.
Yeah. I was literally like, what's his name? In 21 Jump Street. Like I had like famous Stars and Straps shirts from like PacSun and Hot Topic. Like everyone else was like, who's this weirdo? And I was like, what's up, fellow youths? You know, I had 2 kids and a wife. That didn't make sense. And I go to this one class and I'd done orientation and I'd done a few things, but I go to this one class and it's an English class. This guy walks in and he's doing like his best version of like the Dead Poet Society guy, which is actually based on a school in Nashville called Montgomery Bell Academy. But he's like, welcome to my class. My name is Professor So-and-so. And he had like wispy, he's balding. He had like hair on the side and he had like wispy hair. And this is at MTSU. And, he's like, welcome to English. I'll teach you a love for the written word. And he's like doing all this stuff. You know, like how what's his name does in Transformers when he goes to college?
Yeah.
And it's literally that. Like it's a guy doing that the whole time. And I'm just like, okay. And then he's like doing his spiel and he's like, today will be short. Your syllabus will be handed out to you. Don't ask me when tests and quizzes are. It's all in the syllabus. And he's talking and he's like, I have to get back. I have to do my studies of Afro-American culture. He looked like us, but like, I don't know what he had written a book about, you know, life in the South and all this stuff. And I was just like, okay, whatever. He like pitched his book like mid intro and I'm like, all right, cool. And at the end of it, he goes, and make sure all of your papers are written in MLA format. If they're not, I will reject them immediately. And I was like, okay. And everything else sounded normal until I got to MLA format. I had never heard that like ever in my entire life. So I go up there and I got my one strap backpack on and you know, he's like being like all weird and like kind of aloof as he's talking to the students. Like he's like not pandering. What is it? Like talking down to him. And he goes, next. And he said next for like every student when he was done talking to them. And I'm like, man, I'm like, I don't know. I can like, I call it the heat wave. I can feel it like starting to boil in the back. I had been in war like less than 3 months ago. So like, I was just like, don't do it. But you know, my venom's like, do it, Zach. Do it, Eddie. We must show him. And I'm like, no, go away. And he's like, nobody wants us to. And so I get up there and go, hey, sir, my name's Zachary Bell. I'm a new student. You know, I just had a few questions. Quickly now, I've got to go to my next class quickly. And I was like, yes, sir. You said all our papers are written in MLA format. Forgive me, I don't know what that means. And he goes, you don't know what MLA format means. And I go, yes, sir. And he goes, you mean to tell me you don't know what MLA format means? You must have been in high school less than a few months ago, son. How could you not know something like that? And I go, actually, a few months ago, sir, I was in Afghanistan leading troops in combat on God's most austere environment. I don't know why you're talking to me like that. I was like, I know I look young, but I swear if you ever talk to me like that again, we're going to have some real problems. Do you understand me, sir? He goes, thank you for your service. So MLA format is... and then I had to go talk to my counselor because he complained. And then they made us do a veterans orientation class after that. He literally said the veteran looked mean and he wanted...
disgruntled and angry.
So like, I feel like I delivered it calm, but I feel like I probably did this. If you ever talk to me like that, like... Because I literally had to go talk to the counselor after that. It was not a great first moment.
Captain.
Yeah. He had a scarf, and I was just like, I hate it here. Like, it did not go well.
My first day of college, I was gone for like a year doing basic and combat medic school. And then when I got back, it was like, the last semester had just started.
Yeah.
So it was too late for me to do that semester. Then there was summer. So I had like basically another fucking year before I could start college. So I was working at this construction company building fucking bridges. And like literally when they build a bridge, like to pour the column in the middle of the river, like, you don't know how the fuck they do that. Well, they take basically like corrugated metal that you see like on a roof.
Okay.
And like out on my shed. And they take that, but it's like this fucking thick. And they just take it with this big machine and vibrate it into the bedrock of the fucking river. And they link together and make a big fucking box. And then throw some pumps in there and pump all the fucking water out. And then you're at the bottom of a fucking river, jackhammering bedrock and drilling holes and putting rebar in it.
Pass.
To like pour concrete to do all this shit. So I did that for a year.
Hard pass.
After doing the army shit for a year. So I've been hanging out with army guys, hanging out with like the most grizzled construction workers on the fucking planet, right?
You're cool and racist. I got it. Yeah.
I come into it's like my second class. It's already dumb. And it was psychology. And it was like this just elderly, really nice guy. And he's like super soft spoken. That was a teacher. And he's like, okay, guys, let's get started. And like, there's like 8 baseball players. I'm 20. I've got fucking sleeves.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a tank top.
Yeah.
Sitting by myself.
You're developing.
And there's like 5 baseball players with their fucking mullets and their backwards hats and their stupid fucking Nike socks pulled up to their knees wearing shorts. And they just keep talking very loudly. And he's like, okay, guys, we're going to start class. And they ignore him again. And like, I look at him and he makes eye contact with me. And I just go, that was a really polite way of saying, shut the fuck up. And they just look at me.
Yeah.
And I go, what? And then they just look away. And Mr. Coleman was his name. He goes, thank you for that. I like your tattoos, by the way. And then he just starts class.
You should have been like, I got him in prison.
Game respects game, dude.
Yeah, right. You were from that point on the class enforcer.
Yeah, you were the guy they hated.
I don't give a shit.
Who fuck them, dude. I don't care. That first year of college was, I mean, I got a 4.0 that semester, but I didn't know anything about it. And I was rough around. I didn't think I had PTSD, but I had PTSD. Like, it was rough. I met a few people there. They're still friends. But that was when I was like, I'm not sure I'm going to fit in normal life. This isn't going great. Because when people would say dumb shit, I'd be like, nerd. And then like I don't know. I didn't like that there weren't consequences for behavior. That's what I really liked about the military. Like, you're like, that's a really polite way to say shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's military shit. Like there's like consequences for like social bad behavior.
I think that's just,
it's gone.
Common sense. Like, I've lived a little bit of life shit. Cause I had the opposite where I went to college. I got a quarter in and I was like, fuck this shit. And I enlisted.
I forgot you enlisted for a little bit.
Yeah. Because I mean, I grew up in Chicago, poor as shit. Like, I mean, Zach knows my story, but I was homeless for like half of my youth. And then I was the first in my family to go to college and I got a full ride to a private school and it was just all rich kids. And I went to class and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, these kids could care less that their parents are paying like $40,000 a year for them to be here and they're all just fucking off. And I'm like, why am I even here? I didn't belong. I didn't like anyone. And I didn't come out of the military, obviously. And I was like, no, this is not
Brother,
for
you
me.
lived in homeless shelters. You had more than enough stripes. Like, you're set.
And so then I enlisted in the reserves, though. That was the only reason. They're like, hey, man, you either need to go drill at your unit 2 hours from here or you need to do ROTC. And I'm like, well, I don't have a car. So I'm going to do ROTC, whatever that shit is. And then luckily my ROTC program was decent because it was
dude, acting up Eric just entered the chat.
Please not say that.
We're not in the pepper box zone. We're not in the pepper box after show yet.
Dude, I'm sick of your rules. So
They're not hard rules. They're pretty simple.
Can I tell my stories?
No, start me in the first minute and don't say crazy shit. Acting up Eric,
Continue.
dude. Keep going.
No, it's fun.
No.
Keep going.
So anyways, yeah, I went to ROTC. It was a bunch of prior service guys who'd been in Zach's land during the surge. And I found my people.
Yeah.
And so that's how I did ROTC. And
Bunch
ended
of
up
really
becoming an officer.
chill bros.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're talking about, can we talk about knife stuff? No. Yeah. Okay. One of my best friends in ROTC was a prior Ranger bad dude. And we would get him drunk and he would tell us all kinds of crazy stories about like how he had hand-to-hand combat and like had to stab a dude through the neck and stuff. And this dude he's
a Ranger, I believe that.
He had a baby face. Like you would never, he looked like a college kid, but he partied like a Ranger. Like that dude, he would call me up. I worked at a bar in college. I would get off shift on my way home and he would call me up. I need you to pick me up. I'm like, where are you? It's 5 a.m. I just need you to pick me up. So I'd go get him and we would just go straight to PT in the morning from me working at the bar all night and him doing, I don't know what kind of hooligan-ness. And that was his life. Like you could tell he was working through some shit, but he would just tell us the craziest stories. And I'm like, yeah, I like these guys. This is definitely what I wanted to do in college.
These are my type of people. Yeah.
Dude, I knew my first 15 minutes of my first day of nursing school, I wasn't making it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you made it to nursing school.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to do that, right?
No,
I did. I wanted to do flight or CRNA.
I'm so glad I didn't.
I am too. I would not have made it.
I would not have made
Why?
it. I knew the first day I wasn't going to make it because the first day she like gives the introduction, hands out the syllabus. And she's like, I just wanted to play you guys a little YouTube video to inspire you throughout the rest of the course. And she gets on there and there's this fucking YouTube video. It's animated. It's like a cartoon. And it's like running down all these stats. So like it's like 8-minute video, like the history of nursing, like started with whoever the fuck.
Sister
blah, blah, blah.
Nightingale, yeah.
Yeah, Nightingale. And whatever, it's fun. And it's going good. And she's like, nurses are unspoken heroes. I'm like, all right, maybe. That's fine. That's cool. That's fine. And she's like, most people don't realize that more nurses get hurt than any other occupation. And I'm like, just got back from doing army shit, doing jackhammering bedrock at the bottom of a river. And I'm like, and then it goes, more nurses are hurt on the job every year than law enforcement, active duty military, and construction combined. And at this point, I'm like, all right, let's fucking pump the brakes here.
I'm going to need to see your data.
Where are you getting your stats from?
Fucking hurt your back helping an old lady out of bed. Homeboy fell out of a building and landed on rebar and he's dead.
Yeah.
There's a significant difference in what we're talking about here. I don't like as far as I can tell right now, the biggest threat of injury is you guys pulling a muscle, patting yourselves on the fucking back this hard. I don't know what we're talking about. Like at the end of the day, we're in fucking pajamas wearing Brooks running shoes. Let's fucking calm down.
Yeah.
This is a climate controlled environment.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, no wonder
I'm not
Sarah
making
got
this.
hurt. She's 90 pounds and Mr. Smith was 350. Like it's really not that complicated.
Dude, I have all the respect for nurses because they are cleaning up human excrement all day, every day.
No, like that's the hard shit. Like, and like they're so,
That is the hard
they're
shit.
so mentally tough that like, that's not the hard part to them.
That's not what
like,
you should be bragging about.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I know that like, that's like the mental game is by far and away the hard part of nursing.
Yeah.
You guys are just so mentally fucking tough that like, you don't interpret that as like the difficult part of like,
Yes.
I don't want to change shitty diapers of a 97-year-old man.
Yeah.
Like that's the hard part for me. The whole, I have to be on my feet for 12 hours thing in running shoes, in pajamas, in a climate controlled environment. Not the hard part to an army guy or a construction worker. Like you try to be on your feet for 12 hours a day in steel-toed boots on a black roof in July as
Now we're talking.
pasty white guy. Like not the same. Like mental game. Church that up. Be like, this is a shitty job. That's the hard part.
I mean, I
can't wait for this to get clipped on Reddit.
I don't
Have an
care.
army and nurses pissed off. I know you don't care. You didn't say it.
I've been in healthcare. I wanted to do either be a CRNA or do life flight in Vanderbilt. Like that's what I wanted to do, especially life flight, because I was like, I'll get to help people. That's fucking awesome. And then I'll also be in like helicopters. That'll hit that adrenaline.
Yeah, and then you didn't realize the pathway to life flight is like if you do everything right and you're a badass, you maybe be a flight medic when you're 35.
Yes. I would maybe just now be starting.
Bro, the requirements for like flight medics is insane.
Off the
It's
charts.
like you got to have a master's in nursing
Yes.
minimum. You got to have 4 years in a PACU, 3 years in an ER.
Yep.
We want you to also get your paramedics license. We want like all kinds of shit. Like those dudes are trained the fuck up.
Yeah. I think they're just below doctors, but not MDs. Like when you stack it all together, they can do like anything.
They do a lot.
I would take a.
One of my
that's
best
the thing, though,
buddies
is like,
was a flight medic, and he was a PJ in the military, and then ended up doing that. Now he's in med school, like literally in med school now. But he also would hate on everyone else because he came from the military. He would get in so much trouble just for talking directly to people. Like he was not allowed to go on certain calls because he would go there and he'd be like, what the fuck's wrong with them? Like, what do you need? And they'd be like, whoa, you're being very aggressive. And he's like, yeah, they're dying.
Yeah.
And he would get in trouble and get written up. And
because
he's
he
like,
hurt somebody's feelings
because
while
he
trying to
hurt-
save somebody's life. Yeah.
exactly. And he's like, yeah, I hurt their feelings. And now I'm not allowed to go help people in that area because they specifically were like, he's aggressive. Meanwhile, he's a fucking stud. And now he's in medical school to become a doctor. And it's like, what does this world come to?
Yeah. I do think about alternate timeline Zach who gets on that flight nurse path or doing something like that. It ends up just not working out because I'd just be like, you know what, Sharon? How about you go fuck yourself? Like, I have way too much of that energy. Also, I started to despise people like working in healthcare because I had a gig for a while I liked a lot at a hospital in Nashville called Southern Hills, right? And it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare scenario security-wise, but I turned the place around. I had a 90-day plan. I told them it was 6 months, but I got it done in 90. So they thought I was the chosen one because I like walked around. I was like, how many master keys do you have? And they're like, we have no idea. I go, well, that's not a master key. That's a key. We're going to rekey all the doors effective immediately. They're like, tell us more. And I was like, we're going to add cameras to all the blind spots. It's him, the one the prophecy has foretold, the one we need. But you just see like, dude, like the way the doctors would be like there was one doctor who would not, I can tell the story, who would not stop having sex at work. It was like a real problem he had. It was such a problem that he would have his
Grey's
little
Anatomy is real.
No, yeah, dude. It's trauma bonding. And so he had such a problem that he got caught. The biggest time he got caught was first off, having sex in a hospital is insane. It's disgusting to think that someone would even do that. But him and old girl went to the bathroom and he puts her up on the sink and then, ouch, you're on my hair. Guess what happens? Sink falls down, pulls out the wall. The footage is them like literally running out of the flooding bathroom because water was just shooting out everywhere. And I was like, Dr. So-and-so, dude, we have to go talk to the CEO now. And he's like, yeah, I thought you'd say that. And I'm like, what? Yeah, of course. Like, of course. You could have just walked to your Porsche. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to get fired, right? And I'm like, most likely. Like, you're on film, like wading through the water with your nurse.
Or he ran away. This is a problem.
Yeah. This is not great. This is not great. A lot of that stuff.
Frontline heroes.
People
Thank you,
trying to
guys.
sneak. Well, no, I mean, it's just like, I didn't like doing security anymore because I didn't like seeing that side of people, if that makes sense. Like I was just always there, like finding bad stuff. Like there'd also be times where.
Now my barracks stories make sense to you.
No.
I only showed up when people did things wrong.
Yeah, because like there'd be times where like dudes would get dropped off like OD, drug overdoses, we'd have to lock down buildings for that, shootings, lock down buildings, all sorts of different stuff. It was just kind of like a constant revolving door of chaos, and it just starts to wear on you after time. And then like, you have security guards, like they're not trained really. They're trained to like a security guard standard, but like they don't know how to like de-escalate situations for the most part. So I had to train them up, and be all sorts of weird stuff that would happen. People would steal cell phones all the time. There was one person who worked at the hospital who was pregnant as a Virgin Mary, and she loved smoking cigarettes and drinking Red Bull right out in front of the ER. And I had to be like, hey, I can't tell you what to do with your body, but like, you've really got to stop doing this.
But you're wrong. And
they had to like pull her aside and be like, please stop smoking. You're pregnant. And like, you can't drink Red Bull. You're pregnant and you're smoking cigarettes. She's like, whatever. Her compromise was she would then walk to her car.
Hey, I turned out fine, Zach, okay?
Like, it was crazy. It was crazy
I turned
stuff.
out all right.
It was crazy stuff.
How many echelons you had today?
No, I'm talking about my mom.
Whoa.
She quit all the hard stuff, but she would not quit smoking, okay?
When she was pregnant with you?
Yeah.
Nice.
She loved me.
Gift that keeps giving. Nicotine addiction. How's it manifesting now?
I don't know what you're
6
talking about.
echelons a day. That's how it turned out. That pleasure center's got to take
quit
something.
anytime.
Go ahead, quit right now. Show me.
I did.
No, don't quit. No, those are
They're
empty.
empty.
That's not quitting. That's the opposite of quitting. we're like going to take you to an AA meeting. We're like, I quit. We're out of beers.
I finished them.
We're out of alcohol. No, this isn't quitting. This is old school quitting. I'm going cold turkey.
Until I get the next case.
No, dude.
Oh boy.
We kicking it to the after show?
Yeah.
Good. I'll tell you guys about the problem with the
Yeah.
officer corps.
Finally, we're going to kick it to the
There
after
we
show. Go check it out on Pepperbox. It's exclusive. It's the best. Thank you for joining us on another crazy episode of Underwhelming. That's how it's done.